Well, happy Black History Month. And I can't do this. I had this uplifting little thing written about hope, togetherness, perseverance, and don't get me wrong, everything I wrote was true. It's just, let me see if I can explain. There I am talking to a coworker. I'm like, damn, why is everybody so down? I'm like, well, February is a shit month. It's cold, it's gray, and I say this as a fan of winter, but I gotta admit, everything's dead and it's hard to be outside in the cold. But we've said goodbye to the holidays, and what do we have to look forward to? St. Patrick's Day? Laughable. And here we are. Black History Month, the shortest month of the year. I don't know. I reject this. I refuse to be constrained to a single month. As if we ever stop uplifting the founding fathers at any point in the year. And guess what? Surprise, surprise. The story of my people in this land extends well before them by hundreds of years. But sure, a month will cover it. Half of the last chapter of your history book. Sure, well, yeah, that'll cover it. Our story extends centuries beyond the civil rights movement, beyond MLK, and I'm done being held back. Sure. We've been given some space to thrive under capitalism, and maybe some space to sing about joy and strength under capitalism. But grief, anger, don't make me laugh. Half you white folks still can't take people holding pain over racism and slavery. All right then, buddy, what oh so important thing gets you mad? But yeah, I just couldn't go on about unity and togetherness and showing pictures of politicians and NASA scientists without, I don't know, taking the time to grieve, taking the time to breathe. It all seems so fake without that. So let's just take a moment to ponder, to think about the complexity of life. I've got this series of creatures I've called Googai, and they're meant to uplift life. Remind us that we're connected to the planet, connected to each other. And as I grieve on a macro level, I also want to grieve someone in my own life. I'm making a creature in dedication to my little kitty boy, who I lost last year. We loved him oh so dearly, and I want to celebrate his life within my series of creatures. So let's start with the biology, with the personality, and we'll get into the symbolism from there. My series is based on the South, and there's nothing more Southern than a big old catfish. Catfish is also my favorite local dish. Delicious, wonderfully spiced. It's always a delightful meal. So I'm gonna make a literal catfish. Both cats and catfish, incredible hunters. They dominate an ecosystem. Cats are capable of decimating a local population of birds and squirrels, and catfish, voracious eaters. They're gobbling up fish, crawfish, bugs, frogs, clams, and just about anything that they can fit in their mouths. And some catfish go even further than that, eating grains, nuts, plants, algae, the whole shebang. And so that's what this little guy is. This is Maniscy, a portmanteau of meniscus and kitty. It's got the playful nature of a cat and the sleepy vibe of the catfish. And like water, it's permeable, taking in pieces of its surrounding, vibrating along with the noise in the air. Like a cat, they can sense people with bad intentions, even down to a person's soul. Despite its capacity to kill, it can be quite the peaceful creature, largely found sunbathing, playing by the water. Due to this creature's flexible diet and ultimately invasive nature, they end up highly populating any waters near developed settlements. This has created a symbiotic relationship to the people that live near them, just as cats have domesticated themselves through sheer proximity and closeness to food sources. These creatures and people have gotten quite close throughout the two species' development. An important element to this creature is that they've also been purposefully domesticated. We just rarely interact with animals without wanting to tailor them to our needs. And in the case of these animals, they've been bred for aesthetic, but more importantly, taste. Yeah, it's a touch morbid, but y'all piss me the hell off. Oh, so Americans just gonna sit around eating 200 pounds of animal protein a year and judge people for eating iguana? I don't care what you eat. Do it in a way that honors life. Don't blindly waste. Treat animals as humanely as you can. Even ugly creatures deserve life. So no, I don't feel any kind of special way when someone breeds something cute like meat rabbits. Hell, treat your plants good, because I'm pretty sure our plants can tell the difference between my partner and myself. So these ones are bigger, fatter, full of tasty ingredients. Some buy these as pets and even as status symbols, but they're primarily bred as food. I want this creature to directly make you ponder the relationship between humanity and animals, the relationship between life and death, what we treat as important and when. We can't just choose to care about something when it's cute, when it's understandable, when it's relatable. Maniscy is a living ecosystem. Catfish have a negatively buoyant body, meaning they sink rather than float, along with a large bony head. So I've combined this concept into this creature made of hundreds, possibly even thousands of organisms, plant matter, animal matter, sticks, bugs, all of which have settled to the bottom of water and found new life together. It's a creature literally about rebirth. It can be hard mourning a cat. I feel similar ways about my home, my people, our culture, looked down on, derided, not trusted. I grew up around a world where folks talked about putting cats in rivers. It's not good. I know what it is to be looked over, like a black cat in a shelter, judged before getting a chance to shine. Look at the South, look at my home, and I feel similarly conflicted. I love what we've created and I love our home, but I've got to defend it constantly, justify its existence. Yeah, I want to move back to Mississippi. And yeah, I love my cats and lizards like people. Art is art, life is life. What are we trying to prove? We've managed to show the world what we're about. A story and history that embodies strength, perseverance, intelligence, and just sheer determination. But I want more than that. We shouldn't need black excellence, black girl magic, or whatever. I just want black existence, a part of the ecosystem, another being in this cycle where my life and death deserve the same respect as anybody else's. I've named this creature after the physical phenomenon of the meniscus, that concave bubble that demonstrates water-defying gravity. It was one of Coda's longest running nicknames. He was our meniscus boy, filling out every cat bed he sat in. Meniscus is beautiful and it may defy gravity, but it's fragile, temporary, doomed to one day spill over into a larger body of water. Coda has rejoined the big river. Gone too quick. This creature represents my boy. Sweet, mischievous, and full of love. He loved attention and he loved people. And Maniscy is the ultimate friend to all in nature. A living representation of a thriving ecosystem where death becomes new life. A life that brings more life even as it consumes. So I sat outside as February ended and my heart softened towards the month. I don't know. I watched the squirrels dance through the branches and I caught the first few sprouts of baby plants and I don't know. I realized I don't need a month. I'm not looking for a holiday. I'm not mad over a month, and let me not pretend that people are sad because it's cold outside. We live in a fucked world, one that is beyond processing. How can one heal when there are still lions in our midst? How is one supposed to lean on each other for strength when others see it as weakness to be exploited? I wish I had an answer. Ultimately, I believe in the power of the people, that those of us who just want to be happy, live, and to take care of our friends and families, that we will win over those whose goal is just money. I ain't gonna lose to someone who willingly makes themselves a slave for profit margins. No, thank you. I can't change the world, but I can be there for others, and right now, I can be here for myself. I think I just saw your face, once again and in the strangest place. It was in the wind, in a tune, in a song that ends a bit too soon. A word, a movie scene, in the moments when I'm caught in between. Good morning, goodbye. I'd rather lie down in denial, at least for a while. It was your hair, that empty-headed stare, the way you'd have a cow and start to scream "Mow wow." Good day, goodbye. I wish I could lie. Ignore what I know. Just feel the rain, enjoy the snow. But I know it in my heart and it spills out into my art. Good evening, goodbye. I can't lie. I guess that was it. Just still hasn't quite hit. Your paws, your claws, your ears, your fears, your food, your mood, that naughty little attitude. Good night, goodbye. I won't lie. I miss my kitty boy, that angel in the sky.